Thank you everybody for coming today. We're going to do this in kind of two separate parts. The first part is going to be the actual creation of the poster, making sure we have the size correct and how to do all of that, and then how to actually send your poster in to be printed. And then the second part, Stephanie's going to talk about digital commons and kind of what happens after. So, first part, you want to make sure, first and foremost, your posters are due to the poster printing email, so to the library, by Sunday, April 7th. That makes it so Monday morning we can start printing. Because not only do we have all of the JWP posters due at that time, we also have several nursing classes and other programs that are having to print for the same one. So making sure that you're having it in by Sunday, that guarantees that it will be ready for you then by JWP on Saturday. And that way too, if there's any mistakes that you find, a picture didn't turn out how you wanted, you've got a little bit of time that we can kind of regroup and get another one for you. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you're creating your poster in PowerPoint. You don't want to create it in Google Slides. Google Slides does not allow you to change the size. It prints in like a weird 5x10 format and automatic. So it needs to be in PowerPoint so you can change the size of your slide, because the size of your slide is what we print. So to do that, you need to go to the Design tab at the very top, and then all the way over to the right is slide size. Sometimes it says custom slide size, sometimes it says page setup. Ultimately, you're trying to get to a page setup option. So when you click on here, we're going to go to page setup. So for the width, you want your poster to be 40 inches, and for the height, you want it to be 32. So when you click OK, this is either going to say, do you want to maximize your slide or ensure fit? You want to maximize. It's depending on your version of PowerPoint. For this question, we want to do scale. So you see as soon as I hit scale, that my poster has changed. So now everything that you're putting in this slide is what's going to show on your poster. So that's the most important thing to do. Because ideally, as soon as they come in, we want to be able to just print. If they're not sized correctly, then we have to send them back, and you have to completely change the layout of your slide. So make sure that the size is done before you do anything else. Does anybody have any questions about that part? It's the most important part.
I have a question.
Yes.
So if you wanted to make this a little bit wider or bigger so you could see where you were putting your text and pictures, what do? Do you just use that little slider at the bottom?
That's what I would say.
Okay.
You're going to make it bigger and smaller this way.
It won't impact the printing, it just lets you see.
It just lets you see a bigger version, so you're not seeing that small font. Inserting pictures and text boxes. So under here you'll see you can insert pictures. We're just going to make a generic picture one. So you can insert pictures, you can insert text boxes for your text. Make sure if you're inserting pictures that you actually have permission to use the picture if it's of someone else, or of a logo. You don't want to do any copyright stuff, especially if you're posting it to digital commons. You want to make sure that you have the permission to use everything. Pictures for children, I know for ed studies, ones are not allowed because they're minors. So just be careful of the pictures that you are posting. If they're your picture, awesome. Make sure they're the best quality picture you can have. Because although it may look great on your phone or great on your computer, when it's blown up this big, it can make the quality a little less. So the best quality photo that you can have for that. Colored background. So if you do format background, you want to make sure that you're not creating something that's really, really crazy. So if I'm picking like a hot pink, that is going to be really hard to read. So pick your background. I know it's really fun to have it nice and colorful, but you want to have kind of a muted tone. So you could still have like a light purple or a light pink or a light blue. Something But not only is this kind of like, to read, but then when you put text on it, your reader is kind of straining, and it's distracting from the actual great information that you have on your poster. So be a little aware of that. Same with text too. So dark backgrounds, white text, not as easy to read. So I would do a lighter background with a darker text. Don't get too super wild and crazy. You want people to be able to read it from several feet away. So the fancier it is, the more distracting it is from your actual work. Okay. Size of your text. We do get this question because, again, you want to be able to read it from so many feet away. Usually we say you don't want to go under 36 font. That would be the absolute minimum to be able to still read it from far away. And then also you want to make sure that you're not posting anything right at the edge of your poster. Because anything, any pictures, any text boxes, anything that's right up against the edge will get cut off a little bit. So you want to make sure that you're leaving a little bit of a gap. So you want to give a good a little gap so that it doesn't get cut off. Otherwise, I have to send it back to you again. You have to send it to me again. So a little bit of a colored gap from your background. Usually at the top of your poster, you usually put your title of your presentation, all the people that were working on it. A lot of times we like to use the Wesleyan logo. People like to use that. There is visual identity program. Which you can access from the poster printing website. There's a link for it, so I will show you. Before we go do this, because I'll show you how to do other things, does anybody have any doubt?
How do you check the quality of those?
It's a good question for the help desk if you want to
You could always make it this larger to see how it looks. It's already distorted on here. If it looks really terrible and it's going to be awful, I usually catch it and I'll email you back and say, you really want it to look like this, or do you have something better? You also want to make sure when you're expanding, you're not expanding it this way, so it's distorting your image. The more you do that, again, the worse the quality. You want to make sure you're making the picture as a whole larger. Anybody else? Anything about PowerPoint?
Are we required to have the Illinois Wesleyan logo on it?
I don't think you're required, but I know it's highly encouraged, and most do. Anybody else have anything? So this is the Ames Library homepage. This is where you go. So once you've completed your poster and everything is pretty, and maybe your faculty member has looked over it, which a lot of times they like to do before you submit, you will need to send your poster to us. So please send it as a PDF. So save your PowerPoint as a PDF and send it to us as a PDF. Because for some reason, sometimes, if you send it to me as a PowerPoint, when I open it up, it does not look like it looks on your screen. Something, whether it's our versions of PowerPoint or if it's Mac to PC, it is not right. And then you come to pick it up and it is totally wrong. So if you send it to me as a PDF, it comes in exactly how it is on your screen. So that kind of eliminates that problem. If you go under the Technology tab on the Ames website, the fourth option is poster printing. So this is a two-step process. When we first go to the university logo part, if you want to add it. So there's a click to the Visual Identity Program. And then if you go under Logos and Marks, this is where you're going to download all of the fancy Wesleyan different ones. This makes sure that you get a good quality one. Otherwise, if you're cutting and pasting from our website, again, when it's blown up, it's really blurry and funny. So this will get you exactly what you want. So you can get that right here. So to submit your poster, you're going to do the poster request form. This is just your name, your email, the name of your file, the software you use, which would be PowerPoint. Portrait or landscape, it would be landscape. Your height would be 32, width would be 40. JWP will pay for one copy of your poster. So make sure the one that you send in to get printed is the final version. Otherwise, you would be responsible for the second copy. Sometimes we get somebody that's like really on top of it and sends one in a week early, and then they always find something and end up printing it again. So make sure that the one you're sending is what you want. And then for the payment option, you're just going to check JWP. So you do not need any account numbers. You just need to check JWP. So this department account number at the end, you will not need to do, because I have all the account numbers. And then you hit submit. Everybody feel good about that part? So then after you do the form, you are going to need to email your poster to the posterprinting@iwu.edu email. We usually say a 2-day turnaround. That will probably still be the case, but bear with us that week. Again, we have a ton of posters due for different classes that week. You will get an email from this poster printing email when your poster is ready to pick up. You will pick it up at the library services desk. There are little cheat things down here too. We do have a few templates. If you're kind of not sure where in the world do you ever start, you're going to want the 40 by 32 template. It kind of does a nice layout for you. We do have a few examples. The text, make sure you watch out for the text. The colorful pretty, does have the seal on it. This is one of the Ed Studies ones. So very easy to read. It's still colorful with different color. See how they left a little distance on the side so their text doesn't get cut off. Same with the top and bottom as well. So, light enough background, and the text is white, so that's easy to read too. What did you find pictures of the bottom? If you have any questions, you can come see me anytime at the library services desk. You can also email me or the poster printing email. If you're not sure about something, please feel free to check that email.
Okay, thanks, Katy. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about two things. The first thing is digital commons. Does anybody know what digital commons is? Has anybody heard of it? All right. So digital commons is it's basically an online archive of excellent student and faculty work here at Wesleyan. So the reason why this is so important for you to think about now is because we want you to share your work that you present at JWP, whether it's a poster or an oral presentation, or if you're a musician and or you have friends who are performing, we want you to share our work. First of all, it shows how far you have come between your freshman year and where you are now. It shows how you have taken everything in all your classes, gen ed and majors, your internships, all your extracurriculars, and put it into this work that is wholly yours. And it also helps to share with other students outside of the Wesleyan community what you can do here with a Wesleyan education. So those, and plus, it's a great way for you to communicate what you can do to potential grad schools or employers or, you know, whoever. So this is Digital Commons. We have it broken down by schools, departments, programs, honors research. Faculty have their pages here as well, so you can see the research faculty do. We also have student journals and then conferences and events, which is where JWP comes in. Now, Katy showed you a few different examples of posters. And so no matter if you deposit your poster or not, we will put an abstract, a description of your poster in Digital Commons. We'll list you as well as your faculty advisor, so you can see that right here. And you can see here that this particular poster has been downloaded 23 times. So we're able to see how many times something has been downloaded and also from where. And I can tell you that things in Digital Commons, whether they're papers or posters, scores, videos, they're downloaded from all over the world. So sharing your work this way really it gives your project life beyond just the hour that you're presenting at JWP. So how do you let us know that you want to put your work in Digital Commons? On the conference website, below the schedule and right here, there's a section about adding your work to the JWPRC online archive. There's a non-exclusive agreement that you need to download and fill out. And you can fill it out using Word, you can handwrite, it's totally fine either way. I know this looks like a lot of legalese because it is. It was drafted by our university lawyer. Basically what this says is that you are the creator and the content creator and copyright holder of the work, whatever you're doing, whether it's a paper, PowerPoint presentation, or a poster. You are giving us permission to post it on Digital Commons. That's it. We don't take over copyright. We don't say it belongs to us. It belongs to you, period, end of story. If at any point after you post it, you want to take it down, all you need to do is email us and we'll take it down, no questions asked. Okay? So we just need your information, and then we need the information of whatever you want to put into Digital Commons. You can send this form via email to me or to Katy. You can drop it off to Katy at the library services desk. You can send it to me through campus mail. Any way you choose to get it to one of us is totally fine. We try to email everybody with their specific link so they can include it on their resume or CV. So it wouldn't be this link right here because that's really messy. It would be this link here. So whoever lands on this page sees that you were at Wesleyan, this was at a student conference, they see the abstract and then the download button. Okay? So that's Digital Commons. Now the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is actually presenting your poster. So who has been to JWP before? Yeah, go ahead.
As far as doing it more into Digital Commons, is there like a deadline for after? Okay.
No, really any time. I know the weeks leading up to the conference are usually pretty hectic. And then if you're a senior, the weeks leading up to commencement are usually pretty hectic. So anytime you want to send it to us is absolutely fine. One more thing about that, Katy mentioned your faculty advisor. Talk to your faculty advisor about this. If you're working in the sciences, psychology, biology, chemistry, any of those, your faculty may ask that you wait to post it. And if you want to wait to post it, go ahead and send it to us and tell us that you want to wait however long, like if you wanted to wait a year or two, because there's a way that we can set it up within Digital Commons to post into years of the future. So let us know if that's something that you're interested in. It's called an embargo. So we can delay posting until you want, until your faculty advisor prefers, because sometimes students' work connects directly with the faculty lab work. So, but talk to your advisor, and again, any questions, let me know. Okay, did that answer your questions? Any other questions about Digital Commons? Okay, so presenting your work at Digital Commons. Has anybody been to the conference before? Okay, all right, and have you been to the posters specifically? Okay, so the posters are in the CNS atrium, and there's usually a whole lot of them. Usually you're right up against each other. It's pretty crowded. Your audience is going to be other students, faculty from your department, faculty from other department, possibly board of trustees, possibly parents, possibly prospective students who are interested in coming to Wesleyan, possibly people from the community who have a connection to Wesleyan who aren't necessarily alumni or board members. So there's going to be a lot of different kinds of people coming to your presentation. So if you're working in an area that's highly technical, or if I were to go up to Amy and say, all right, tell me about student designed assignments. Her job is to be able to discuss with me her research in a way that I can understand. I'm not an educator, I'm not a teacher, I don't have a teaching degree. So think of yourself as sort of a translator. So you're translating what you've been doing in a lab or in a studio or in the library or your classroom to somebody who is brand new to what you are bringing to the table at JWP. Keep in mind that you're presenting for an hour. That hour can go really fast or really slow, depending. Bring a bottle of water, because you will get thirsty, because you will be telling this story of your research over and over and over again to a series of people. Bring a granola bar, bring a snack, definitely wear shoes that you're comfortable standing in for at least an hour. If to you that's heels, great. If to you that's a lower, like a wedge kind of situation, great. Make sure you wear clothes that are presentation worthy. Like this is not something I would wear to a formal professional conference presentation. I would wear a suit. I'm not a suit person, but I would wear something that communicates to my audience that I am ready to talk to them. I am approachable. I am professional, and I'm dressed up because I respect their time and I respect the attention that they're giving to me at that moment. So this is like a whole thing. This is a big event. I know we're focused on just creating your poster at this point, but keep in mind that this is a little bit of a performance. It's a little bit of a translation, and it's really fun because you get to share your work with people who are really excited to hear about what you've been working on and what you've achieved. So that's an easel right there in the corner. That's what your poster will be sitting on. Poster board, the foam board, will be there the day of the event along with binder clips. All you have to do is bring your poster and clip it to the poster board, and you're set. You're ready. I believe the committee, the conference planning committee, will let you know what number you are, because all the posters are numbered. They'll let you know where to go the day of. I can't remember exactly. You can look at the website. I don't know if this information is up yet. But on the conference schedule, yeah. So if you're in the morning poster section, set up at about 8:30. Your poster should be up by 9 a.m. And then 9 to 10 is the first session of posters. 2 to 3 is the second session of posters. But I think they like all of them up by 9. And then, so the people who present in the morning have them up. The people who present in the afternoon also have them up ready to go as soon as 2 p.m. hits. Because you see there's only about 15 minutes between the keynote lunch, which I highly recommend attending, and the afternoon for the afternoon poster sessions. Yeah.
Are there like specific, like reasons why someone would be in like the first session versus the second one? Or can you like request to be in one of the
I
other?
think you can. Tyler Schwend is the chair of the committee, so I would contact him if you have something going on that day where you have to be done by, 11 a.m. or something like that. Sure. Any other questions? Okay. So, if you think of anything after, this is Katie's personal work email. Here's the poster printing email, and this is my email, okay? Katy is the expert on poster design and printing and all of that. If you have any questions beforehand, no matter how tiny, let her know. Okay, our goal is to have this be as smooth a process as humanly possible. Okay? All right? Okay. No other questions?